Okay.
This incident took place in Dubai when I was 10. I used to go to my friend's apartment to play with him at the time of vacation. One day, as usual, I went to his room to play. After playing for a long time, I went to the bathroom. While I was washing my face off and other things suddenly started to fall down. I was surprised. I thought maybe it was because of wind, but when I checked the surroundings, I found out there wasn't any window in the bathroom. I got out and told my friend the incident. He told me that there's a ghost in his room. I freaked out. At first, I didn't believe him. However, then next his mother and father explained the paranormal activities which had taken place there since they moved into that place. His father was making a burrito in the kitchen one day, and suddenly a call came for him.
Burrito?
He kept the burrito on the stove and attended the call. After attending the call, when he came back, he was surprised to find out that the burrito was burning down in flames from the stove. But he said he was definitely sure that he hadn't turned on the stove yet. Another day, while his mother was cooking food, suddenly she felt as if someone was choking her by holding her throat from behind, and she fled out of the kitchen with a scream. The same day, while they were sleeping at night, they heard sounds from the bathroom. And when they checked it out, they found all the things, such as bottles of toilet cleaner and other things, had been scattered inside the bathroom. And that story made me suddenly freeze. This was the exact same incident which occurred to me. They had called some group of ghost hunters and did some sort of rituals, and found out that two people had been murdered by someone. To know if this was true, they went to the flat owner, and he said just the same thing like the ghost hunters, and apologized for giving them this room. They moved out the next day after my visit to their house.
I would do the same thing.
Well, to this day, I still wonder what would have happened to me if I had stayed there for some more time.
That was not even scary. That was not scary. My old haunted house.
My name is Max. I live in the center of the city now. But a few years back, I lived in an old house on a somewhat sketchy street. But that doesn't mean I was poor. The house was ugly from outside, and it was built before World War II, but clean, warm, and cozy inside, although many people died in it there. I always believed in ghosts because of all the weird incidents that happened. Like one time, at night, me and my mom were sitting in a room. It was pitch black outside the room we sat in. Suddenly, we heard someone was tripping over, falling in the kitchen. We also heard things like plates fall down and shatter. But when we walked outside, nothing was there. Everything was in its place, and we were so scared about what was going on. A few years later, I had a dream. Me and my mom were walking down a path, and suddenly we stopped, and I heard a voice saying, "Bridge." I felt something knocking on my back 3 times, and I woke up scared.
No! I was already moved. What the hell
Nothing
was he doing there?
So I didn't think of it that much and went back to sleep. However, after that night, this dream appeared again and again. The voice said various things that I don't remember. And one time, it said something about my mom's death. It always ended with something knocking on my back 3 times. It was creepy. One time, me and my mom sat in a room and talked about ghosts, and I told her about what I'd been dreaming. Mom went silent for a second, and she confided in me that once she was sitting with a friend, and he said something not too nice to her, just for fun. She got angry and screamed, "Shut up," in a male voice. And she didn't remember that. When she described the voice, it reminded me that the voice sounded just like the voice in my dreams. In 2017, she passed away because of cancer. She died in the same room, in the same house where I got those nightmares. After that, I moved out to another place.
Okay.
So I don't live in that house anymore. But I still believe in ghosts, that they exist, and they are real.
Okay, this one was a bit creepy. I'm not gonna lie. Hell no. Oh god, this one was creepy. I'm so sorry, but this one was freaking creepy. Okay. I'm home alone for 3 days, okay guys? literally, I'm home alone for 3 days. This one was creepy as hell. This one was creepy. Oh my god. Okay, that one was creepy. That one was like creepy. Oh my god. Spooky. Oh wait, I need to change that. Thanks. That accent is the cuteness. What is so cute about my accent? I'm scared as hell. What the hell? That was creepy. I'm done. That is creepy. Okay, we're going for I can't handle this. Oh my god. It has been Halloween. We have to celebrate the creepiness. If I'm gonna be scared tomorrow, it's you guys' fault, I swear. Okay. Let's go for the true airport horror story. Like, how can an airport be creepy?
It was the spring of 2017. I was flying out to Chicago for a job interview. It was around 11 p.m. and I was sitting in my gate at the San Francisco International Airport. A storm was raging outside. Rain pouring down the windows as everyone was bundled up.
Thank you for the awesome sub. But you did it like the worst part ever. Thank you so much. Thank you for the freaking 8 months of tier 3 sub. You're amazing. Thank you so much, Sasaki. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
On the seats and keeping to themselves. I was just scanning the rows of people in seats sleeping, on laptops or phones, and wearing earbuds before I noticed this one guy. He was sitting in the farthest corner of the
Oh my god, look at his
corridor,
face!
with no one
Hell
else
no!
sitting around him.
Dip! I'll dip!
He was not on his phone or wearing headphones like everyone else. He has this huge, crooked grin plastered on his face, and he's staring directly at me.
Oh hell no!
He looked pretty average in terms of looks and what he was wearing. But that grin was so creepy, it was beginning to make me shit bricks. Naturally, I turned away and pretended I hadn't seen him. But the fact that he was staring at me made me continuously turn to eye him back without realizing. Eventually, they called our gate and I boarded the plane. I took my seat in the business class right by the window and went
then
on
that
my
dude
phone,
is sitting next to
checking
her, of
Instagram
course.
and texting friends.
Oh, Instagram.
I did not see the
Hi.
creepy man boarding. An hour later,
Oh hell
we were up
no!
in the sky. Sometime through the flight, I got up to use the bathroom, and as I was finishing up in there, someone knocked on the door.
Oh hell no!
I called out, "Occupied," but the person continued knocking repeatedly and aggressively. As I was washing my hands, I ignored it, hoping it would go away, but it didn't. So I opened the door to make some ballsy remark, but froze when I saw who was in front of me. It was that guy from the airport, still with that creepy grin plastered on his face. Quickly, I pushed past him and walked to my seat, not glancing behind me. The rest of my flight went normal except for the fact that I couldn't get him off my mind. As soon as we landed in Chicago, I was the first to get my suitcase down from the overhead luggage. and the first off of that airplane. I called an Uber as I walked to the airport parking lot. It was 12 p.m. in Chicago. The Uber came and I drove to my hotel. And as I checked into my room, I realized something horrible. My wallet was missing.
Wait, he stole
I
her
don't
wallet?
know where I could have left it.
With his
So I
creepy
called the
smile?
airport and asked them to search the plane. They did so and got back to me a few hours later saying they found nothing. I drove back to the airport and spent the whole rest of the day searching and turning up nothing. My only theories were I had somehow left it at San Francisco or it had been stolen. I was able to recover and spent 3 more days walletless in Chicago.
Dang,
But
she's
you know what?
turning up
Here's
with
the
her
scary
wallet.
part.
What is she buying, actually?
When I got back to San Francisco and drove to my house, I discovered something disturbing. My door was unlocked, and my entire house was trashed. Everything had been broken, and anything worth a slight amount of value had been taken. I checked my security footage and was able to identify the intruder as the grinning man from the airport who, sure
Hell
enough,
no!
had my wallet and therefore my keys. I called the police, who found his fingerprints all over my house. The only scary thing was that the prints did not match anyone on record.
Okay. What the heck?
The creepy stalker. On Saturday
That
at
is
11:30
creepy!
I invited my friend Sophia to come to my house, just a general hangout. She came to my house at 12:25 and everything was going normal when we was talking in my room. As we were hungry then, we decided to go out, so we bought some snacks and walked to the park, which is next to the shops. When we about to leave from the park and just walked across the road, I saw a white car. I thought it was passing by, but the car just slowed down next to me and one guy opened the window.
Why is people like literally going to the car when there is some creepy dude standing there?
He asked me, "Are you okay?" With a
Yeah,
polite
you shouldn't be
grin.
saying bye.
Then he said to me, come here, I want to talk to you."
Oh, hell no.
And I said no, while looking at the back seat of the car to see if he has anyone with him that will harm us. But luckily, he didn't. The
But
guy
don't
said,
go.
"Please, I want to talk to you." He
Mm-mm.
was licking his fingers and staring at me. Then he made
Who
such
would
a
lick his
nasty
fingers and
hand
stare
gesture.
at you?
I felt very angry
That
and
is
disgusted.
creepy.
Sophia whispered to me, "Let's go, he's a creep." As me and my friend walked away
Freaking
from
creep.
the car and went to a different path, which is next to the shops, he followed us and parked next to me again. Then saying, "Why won't you speak to me? Come on, speak to me. Come here, please." Out of anger,
Dang,
I
this
yelled
man
and
is
said,
putting
"Leave
so
me
much
alone,
effort in
weirdo."
talking to somebody.
And we
Jesus.
saw him with a very evil and perverted smile. I grabbed Sophia's arm and ran inside the shop and hiding. I was calling my other friend Jahim and told him briefly what's going on. He kept saying, "Call the police," but I thought it would be alright. Few more minutes later, we left the shop and walked on the same path as that was the quickest way to go to my home. We thought everything was okay until she turned around and screamed, "He's following us!" There was the same white car. So scared. My legs were shaking as we ran, and while I was running, I told Jahim on the phone, "He's following us!" and then said, "Go to the spider park." It was a small park that no car can park as there was houses around and which was right next to my house. I shouted, "Sophia, hide!" She hid behind the wall while I was hiding another place. As a result, the guy was still following but couldn't find us. He was roaming around the area. When he disappeared,
Why? Okay,
we went
why is
towards
the
the
dude
park
putting
from a
so much
small gate
like
and finally
effort
went back
in
to my place.
those kids?
Once we arrived home, I told my family everything that happened and phoned the police, but the police didn't do anything about it. They just said, "We will use it as
Creepy.
intel and update you, but we
The
can't do
hell?
anything right now." feel so sad. However, the most scary thing came up next by Sophia, who reminded me suddenly about the incident I've told her a week ago. She said, "What if it is the same guy?" I said, "What do you mean?" Then she said, "You know, when you told me about the guy who knocked on your window while you was trying to sleep?"
Hell no!
My mind froze. It was 3:00 a.m. in the morning. Luckily, I had curtains so he wouldn't see me, but I never forget the moment looking at the end of the curtain where the window was showing clearly and seeing a guy arm knocking on my window. I remember rubbing my eyes to make sure that I wasn't imaging some demons, but no matter how much I rubbed my eyes, the figure of the mysterious guy arm was still there. From that day on, I just stayed in my room feeling very scared for about 2 weeks. What if he was the same guy knocking on my window?
Okay, guys.
When I was 7, I had a really scary experience.
Okay. No, okay, I need to do that. Yeah, I know. Jesus. Oh, God. I need to really do that, but now I cannot find it anymore. Okay, this is really creepy. I'm not gonna sleep tonight. Hell no, this is creepy. That was creepier than the other one. Like, the other time we were watching this scary thing, and it was more about, like, creepy stuff, but it wasn't this creepy. Holy. Because I didn't do it yet, Ace. And I cannot do it right now because people are watching. Shut up, people. I know, right? Creepy. Yeah, Ace, I know. But I didn't do nothing yet here. I was already happy that I could literally watching YouTube videos on here. So... Holy, that was creepy as hell. I didn't know which one it was.
Hey, I just created a professional Wix site for my business. Let's check it out. Go to Wix.com.
He asked me how much I owe.
Okay, I got it. Holy. Holy. Bye, rest boy. I don't want to watch it anymore. I'm scared. I'm gonna be so... It's not that I'm scared. Like, it creeps me out. But I also have to go to bed late on. And I'm home alone the whole night. For 3 days or so. I'm not sure if I can do this anymore. Holy... Okay, I'm gonna watch one more. And that's it. Let's go. Put a cover on YouTube, it helps. I don't mind promoting it though.
When I was 7, I had a really scary experience that I will never forget. I got up at 8 a.m., as usual. But as I stood up, I noticed something was different. It was very cold, and I felt like someone was watching me. When I turned to my sister's bed, she woke up, and I screamed. 2 heads hovered in the air. One of an older woman with long, dark hair and green eyes. The other of a bald, older man with blue eyes. I screamed again and ran to my mother. I told her what happened and saw some man at the door. I can't recall what he looked like, but I screamed and hugged my mother when I saw him. I was crying at this point, and she looked at me as I pointed to the door, not explaining why. She instantly knew what I was upset about, and she spoke in the direction of the door. I don't know what she said. I was just too scared to listen, and all I wanted was to be somewhere else. Nothing like this happened to me again.
Salsa! Hey! Everybody! I like me better when I'm with you. Hey! Hey! Thank you for the gift of 5 subs! Hey! 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 Everybody! Me better when thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs, Salsa King. Can we do a hype for Salsa King? Her dancing is funny. I have to dance. It's already creepy enough. It's already creepy enough today. So, okay. We're going to the last bit of the stuff and then it's over for me because I've been watching it for 15 minutes. More than enough of ghost stories, guys. So this is the last one. Bear with me.
Until I was 13. I was coming from my friend's house and was really tired. I went to my room, turned the lights off, and went to bed. At 4 a.m., I suddenly woke up without a reason. When I looked at the door, I saw my mother looking at my sister. She had lifeless eyes, which reminded me of the incident that happened when I was 7 years old.
Oh no!
The heads had the same lifeless eyes as my mother, except her eyes were red and just looked evil. I knew it wasn't my mom. I hid under the blanket, praying that the thing would just go away. When I looked up, it was still there. I prayed again. Then it vanished.
Why would you check? I would
literally
run.
vanished. I saw it with my own eyes. That thing grew fainter and fainter until I couldn't see it anymore. When it was gone, I ran to my parents and explained what happened.
I would even run to my parents. What the
So that
hell?
if I couldn't go to sleep, I could watch TV or just stay up. I thanked them and went to the living room. Now,
Why would you go
I'm
to the
14,
living room?
and I talked to my mother about the incident that happened 7 years ago. And when I told her what the heads looked like, she seemed very surprised and confused. When I asked her what was wrong, she told me that the description I gave perfectly matched that of my dead grandparents. I don't know if they were really my grandparents, or who that man on the door was.
Oh hell no! Hell, okay.
My name is Tate.
Okay. This is enough. Enough. I'm done. Nah. Like, I'm literally home alone for 3 days, okay? I'm not gonna have, like, nightmares. And I'm getting those nightmares all the time. So, 50 minutes of scary horror stories animated was awesome. I hope you guys had a fun time. I hope you guys are not scared tonight. I hope you sleep well tonight, okay? No, I said one more. I did one more. You can do it. Nah, I just... No! No, look at this creepy face already. Like, what the hell? Like, I'm literally in a dark place here, guys. No, thank you. We're fine. Look, listen, this is like 40 minutes of scary stories. I cannot do 40 minutes, though. This is literally already 60 minutes that we did it. I'm more than happy. Chapter 2 will come the next time, really. Yeah, I'm live tomorrow, of course. Finish the video and I subscribe. Feel this very sweet, but I'm not gonna do 40 minutes. No! Why are you guys so happy about it? You guys are so excited about this. Oh my god, it's a lot of videos. Mm-mm. 50 minutes more than enough. The next time we're doing the last 50 minutes. Holy. Okay, I'm watching one more. But then it's over. Watch it. Okay, we're watching one more. One more. But that's it. What's up, Blaze? One more. And then I'm actually gonna say goodbye to you all and chill. Okay, we're watching this one. But that's it.
Incident happened to me when I was 8 years old.
See, always when
As
people
I
are
was
like
in
freaking
elementary
young.
school, we were learning about the Victorian era in history, which I didn't give a crap about. My history teacher had a Victorian family tree and stuck it on the walls of the classroom. I didn't know why we had to look into somebody's family history. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. When I laughed at it, the history teacher glared at me in the most stern and terrifying way. His veins were poking out of his head, and his hand clenched into a fist and was shaking quiveringly. "What are you laughing at, boy?" he yelled. It was weird. I was too scared to reply, so I said, "Nothing." Later that night, when I went to bed, I struggled to get to sleep. I was tossing and turning.
Hell no.
A few minutes later,
Move
I
to another
finally
school,
drifted
guys.
off to sleep. But it didn't last a long time.
Move.
I woke up an hour later. I was checking my phone to
wakes
see
up at
that it
10?
had just passed midnight.
Oh, it's just
Suddenly,
passing
I
here.
heard a group of people talking outside. I thought it was one of the neighbors, so I headed to my window. When I looked to see what was going on, my heart just dropped. There, in the middle of the garden, were parents who were beating their child with a wooden club.
What?
The parents and the kid were all wearing the Victorian era style clothes. I was so confused
what?
why they were here, why they are beating their child, and why they wore such clothes out of place. Then, all of a sudden, the mother looked up at me.
Oh,
Her
hell
eyes
no.
glowed red, and she cackled loudly, which made me so terrified. Then she pointed at the sky with a finger that was so skinny, and the family faded away.
Wait,
I couldn't sleep
they
at
just
all the
faded?
whole night, and I thought about the class that I took at school. From that day, I never made fun of any teachers again.
But how can they fade away? Oh, hell no. Why? Okay. Now I want to know how. Okay, they were beating a kid and then they faded away. Like, how is that possible? So they can just vanish away? What? I'm so confused. Like, how did they beat a kid? Bleeding to death. Almost. And then they fading away. I'm so confused. I'm so that confused. Okay, we're doing the other one.
My name is Shay. Well, at least that's what everyone calls me. About 11 years ago, my mom, my big brother, and I moved from Mississippi to Nashville,
Puzzle
Tennessee.
lovers.
We were staying with my uncle and his wife and stepkids for a while until we got our own place. About a month later, we found an apartment to stay in. I had a bunch of teddy bears that I really liked between I was 12 going on 13.
I love
Well,
teddy
when we
bears. They're
finished to move our
cute.
new house, I decorated my room really nice, and I
Aw.
set my teddy bears on my
Just
shelf
like a
above my
pink
bed.
room with teddy
A week
bears.
later, I noticed one of my teddy bears would always go missing, and I would find it under
Oh,
my
hell
brother's
no.
bed. I thought he was taking my teddy bear just to freak me
No.
out, but he really had no idea what I was talking about. It was kind of weird, so I decided to lock all my bears in my closet. They stayed in my closet for 2 days. Everything was fine. That's what I thought until the third day after has been started. The third day, I woke up on a Saturday and my closet door was cracked and my teddy bear was in the same place under my brother's bed. I knew something was wrong.
Oh,
After
hell
that,
no.
I immediately threw my
Burn
teddy
the
bears
teddy
away after
bear.
that. We stayed in that apartment for a year. After that,
Burn
we
it.
moved. I'll never forget the day of the move. We found bones in the fireplace from a human. Now I'm 23, and I still remember that day, but I always think, what if I set up a video camera to see what was causing my teddy bears to do what they did?
Okay, I'm done. That was it, guys.
My name is Sam.
Not anymore. No. Oh my god, that is creepy. Hell no. Oh, hell no. Nah, Charlie, nah. This is more than enough. We did a 15 minutes out of everything. It was creepy enough. These ones are actually creepier than the ones before, though. I'm not gonna lie.